Hey everybody, this is Death by D4 bringing you a quick news update for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. There's a lot to go over, so be sure to subscribe, and let's dive right on in. So, seemingly out of nowhere, Wizards of the Coast released a brand new free module for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition over on D&D Beyond. It's called Legends of Runeterra, Tides of Bilgewater, and it's a module made in cross-promotion with Riot Games' collectible trading card game, Legends of Runeterra, which for those of you that don't know is tied back to their main IP, League of Legends. Honestly, I have no idea how or why this came to exist, but it brings a lot of really cool things to 5th edition. So with that said, let's just quickly go over everything that's included in the module. First off, you get a bunch of information specifically concerning your new setting, that being the city of Bilgewater itself. This includes things like its history, factions, economy, trade, religious beliefs, and city districts. In general, Bilgewater is a highly fantastical pirate city ruled by no one, where most of the inhabitants make a living by either plundering riches, collecting salvage, or slaying monsters. Definitely a setting fit for a perfectly chaotic party if you ask me. Beyond that, players also gain access to a few new subclass options for their characters. This includes the Path of the Depths Barbarian, the Renegade Fighter, and the Wildcard Rogue. Honestly, this is my favorite part of the entire module, as I'm just a huge fan for this type of content. The Path of the Depths Barbarian is intended as a deep sea themed variant of the class, touching on elements of the primordial seas and a bit of eldritch horror to boot. The Renegade Fighter is intended as a gun-wielding swashbuckler with variations built around either single-handed pistols or two-handed sniper rifles. And finally, the Wildcard Rogue is intended as a support gambler archetype whose variety of skills can be tailored around either aiding himself or his allies during play. All in all, these are all really quite fantastic subclass options, and I personally can't wait to try them out at my table. That said, my first impression of the Renegade actually leaves me a bit concerned because it looks really quite strong, but I guess we'll have to wait and see how that actually turns out. Either way, I'm still totally fine with actually having a proper archetype centered around guns like this. Oh, and if you're interested in seeing me go over all of these subclasses in proper detail, please let me know down in the comments below, as I'd love to do that when I next have the chance. Next with the module, you get a number of new creature stat blocks, 10 to be exact. These range from small critters like the Wharf Rat and the Powder Monkey, all the way up to the likes of Commander Ledros, a terrifying Wraith of the Damned, and even Miss Fortune herself, who, for those of you that don't know, is a playable champion in the game of League of Legends. Though most of these creatures tend to be pretty low in terms of their CR, some of them, like Miss Fortune, can actually reach as high as CR 12, which is kind of spooky in comparison to the other ones. Either way, for any Dungeon Master intended on dressing up their encounters with a bit of official catered content, then this module's got you covered. Oh, speaking of which, just to quickly mention this, but the module does in fact come with random encounter tables, both featuring content specific to the module as well as content from the monster manual. Either way, it's pretty cool stuff. Finally, the last bit of the module goes over a short list of magic items that can be found by your players. They're mostly just that, magic items. There's armors, weapons, trinkets, cursed items, just about everything you'll actually need, really. Nothing crazy stands out to me, but they're all pretty cool. And that's it! That's everything included in the Legends of Runeterra Tides of Bilgewater module. Personally, I think it's all pretty cool. I'll definitely be looking to implement these subclasses over into my table soon. However, that's just my opinion, so what are your thoughts on the matter? Are you excited to give this module a try? Let me know down in the comments below. If you'd like to support the channel, be sure to give this video a like and consider supporting me over on Patreon. Patreon supporters gain access to my Patreon-only server over on Discord, where you can join in on my games and chat with me and other patrons about anything D&D related. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon if you haven't, and if you're interested in seeing more videos of mine, here's one right up over here. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see all of you in the next video.